Hey guys, we are going to convert this decimal to a fraction. Now, the thing that's kind of different about it is we have some numbers that repeat forever here. 0.833, the threes keep repeating. Now, I've done quite a few of these repeating decimal to fraction videos. I'll link a playlist for you in the corner. But this one, I have a number behind the decimal that is not repeating before the repeating numbers start. So it's a little bit different, but it's going to be very similar. So the first thing I do is I set this equal to a variable. So I'm just going to say x equals 0.833, and the threes are repeating. Now from here, what I am going to do is I want to get it so that there are only repeating numbers on one side of the decimal. So what this is going to look like is I'm going to multiply both sides by 10, which is totally legal because I'm multiplying the same thing on both sides. So that is going to make this now look like 10x equals, when I multiply this side by 10, it moves that decimal to the right one place. So I end up with 8.33 repeating. Now, if you have experience converting these, you know that next, our usual next step is to go ahead and subtract this from both sides. But it's going to be, I don't know, probably not impossible, but very difficult to try to subtract a number that's not repeating from a number that is repeating. So how do we fix that? Well, the next thing we're going to do is we want to have another number to reference where we are going to multiply by 10 again. I'm going to multiply both sides by 10. Stick with me if this seems crazy. So when I do that, I end up with 10 times 10 over here. So I end up with 100x on this side. And then on this side, again, my decimal is going to move over one place, and I'm going to have 83.33 repeating. All right. Now what we're going to do is subtract 10x from both sides, okay? But remember that 10x is equal to 8.33 repeating. So I am going to subtract 10x from this side, and I'm also subtracting 10x from this side, but I'm going to write it as 8.33 repeating because those are equal to each other in this case, so that's allowed. So I'm going to subtract 8.33 repeating from this side, okay? Those look different, but they're equal to each other, so my equation is still balanced. Now, when I subtract that, I end up with 90x equals, what happens when I do 83.33 repeating minus 8.33 repeating? Well, guess what? The repeating threes cancel, which is totally what we wanted, so that's good news. And I end up with just 75 over here. That is looking a lot nicer to work with. So now I just need to get x alone. I'm going to divide both sides by 90. And I end up with x equals 75 over 90. Now I want to simplify that, so I'm going to divide both by 15. And I end up with x equals 5/6. Sixths is really hard to say. All right, there we go. If that felt a little confusing, I would encourage you to check out one of the videos where I don't have that extra number there. But hopefully this made sense. And go ahead and plug that into your calculator and make sure that it comes out to 0.83 repeating. All right, I will link those other videos if you need them. Thanks.